Discussion this morning, we're actually talking about the challenges of modern day parenting today on our social hour, and we're asking you, where do you think that modern parents are actually getting it wrong, or where they're going wrong? Talk to us this morning. That is our question to you of the day. Where do modern day parents go wrong? At K24 TV, as you can see on Twitter, Facebook. There's even a WhatsApp number right there, and of course, if you prefer to call, our numbers are actually going to pop up at the bottom of your screen, so go ahead and give us a call. My name is Shiku Kaitani, and still in studio with one Rina Nzuve, who is the CEO of Rina's House. We also do have Richard Wafula, a family counselor or therapist, if you will, at the Amani Center, and of course Jane Cargo, who is a domestic manager from Jaza Center, with us. All of them at least even sharing their experiences from what they see with your modern day parent. Before we went on a break, Rina, someone actually mentioned the issue that single moms are going through, because in such a situation, what do you actually do? You are everything. In my case, I'm a single mom, not by choice, but here I am. I have to work. What's going to happen to me? So do you think we probably just need to ease up, especially on the single moms? What's their option, honestly?
Let me say, sometimes, not sometimes, it would be so wrong for me to point at someone and say, you're probably a single mother by choice. Sometimes it's not your wish. Yes. I'd want to say they're sort of like advantaged, because you get to play two roles at the same time. You get to be the father and the mother. Okay. And the fact that you're the only one who is bringing bread to the table means you have to work twice as hard.
It's true.
You have to work twice as hard.
Right.
And sometimes I know it can be draining. Yeah. Because you're doing work for two people, and you have to provide. As much as sometimes people say you're not providing for, you have one less mouth to provide for. Yeah. But still, you have to play both roles. It's quite hard. Yeah. I can't say that I know how hard it is to be a single working parent, career mother for that case. Yeah. But sometimes, I guess, your support system is what that counts. Okay. The people who surround you. Yeah. You get to get that father figure who can be there. Yeah. And then get someone at least to be there for you. Yeah. To give you that push, that support that you need to be like, you know, you still need to work. Yeah. You don't have to depend on child support. Yeah. Let me not say, I didn't want to say that, but yeah.
I get where you're coming from.
Yes, you don't have to wait, and you don't have to wait to get that support. Okay. You can be everything. Okay. Yes.
Jane, you know, sa umesema, by the way, sometimes una play roles zote. When you're DM wa nyumba, when you're mom, when you're rafiki, you know, you're everything to this baby, sindio? But here comes the issue. Wamama wengi wanasemanga, okay, fine, I can't trust my DM because unaona bwana ameanza kumwangalia like she's now the woman of the household. Have you know, wale wengine, the other DMs that you talk to, washai, you know, raise this as an issue? Yeah.
Niliambiwa saye, yani mama wa nyumba alikuwa ame overdelegate duties zote kwake, role yote ni ana play. Sa mwanaume wa nyumba akona badala ya kungangana na huyu mama mwenye nyumba, sasa the wife akaquit, akatoka kwa wife akaenda kwa house girl.
Wow.
Sana hiyo ikaleta issue. Yeah. So they had to divorce.
Oh, what? Because he said I'm now with the DM and that is it.
Because yeye ana play role yote. Yeah. Baba wa nyumba akikuja jioni, ni anachemsha maji ya kuoga, ni anamserve, na ana perform duties zote kwa mwanaume. Role ya mama ya mama wa nyumba ni DM ana perform. Yeah. So unajua na wanaume ni wale wale.
Wanaume ni wale wale. Gentlemen, are you listening?
Wow. Okay. Because wanaume ni kama watoto. Anataka mtu anamutreat. Sa no machia DM atreat mwanaume wako instead we ndio ukuje in time. Unajua unafaa ukuje mapema. Wewe kama mama wa nyumba. Kitu kama kuserve your husband. Hiyo sio kazi ya DM.
Yes.
Kumpelekea maji bathroom.
Yes.
Hiyo sio kazi yake.
Okay. So to you there are some things that women wanafaa wafanye that are reserved for the wife of the home. And some things which are for the DM. So in your opinion,
kupika hiyo ni role ya DM. Anafaa apike, aeke kama ni kwa dishes, aeke hapo. Ni wewe unafaa ukuje na tray upelekee userve bwana wako. Sio kuachia DM. Hivyo ndio unapatanga some cases mwanaume anaona DM ako better kushinda mwenye ameoa ameka kwa nyumba.
Wow.
Hey.
Something as small as that kuchemshia mzee wa nyumba maji.
Vitu kaa kwa hiyo niyo DM anafanya tu, but kupeleka maji bathroom. Unaenda unamuita kwa kutoka room. Chakula iko ready. Hiyo si ni kazi ya wewe kama mama wa nyumba.
Oh wow. And there are actually women who have left that 100%.
I was about to ask the same.
You're shocked. Are you shocked?
Very.
80%.
I think what she's saying we have handled in our offices, right?
Right.
Where somebody comes, is a separation case, is a divorce case because this man is either complaining, my wife is doing nothing in the house. She's all over with her work, and she has forgotten the responsibility of the house. But it's interesting because then, like I've always advised, is in all schedules that we have, I think we can't miss time. It's us to get that time. Sometimes we use our busy schedule as an excuse. Let it not be that, yes, because you are so busy from Monday to Monday, you can't have time for your child or your family. Unfortunately, Shiko, is that even when we are in the house, we are also preoccupied with other things. Technology has come to destroy our families.
Right.
So you're in the house, yes, physically, but you're not attending.
Right.
And I think for me as a counselor, one important thing is attending. Attending skills. And what does it mean to attend?
Exactly. In fact, that actually brings me to my next question. When you mean attend, what is the definition of attend? Is it that I actually have to come up with a schedule and say from 8 to 9 I'm with the kids, from 9 to whatever I'm with hubby? As in, what do you consider as healthy quality time in attending?
Shiko, you may not have that schedule that from 8 to 9 or from 10 to whatever I'm with this person. But your physical presence in the house should actually be so warm that will actually make the others feel you're there. So when I'm in the house, let me stop, work issues. Let me put my laptop aside. Let me put my phone aside. And let me have a conversation. Let me have a conversation. Let me help where I'm supposed to help. Let's talk as a family. But you realize, as I come to the house, already I'm tired, of course. I'm getting to the house around 6, 7, or whatever the time. As I get home, instead of even just knowing how my people have been, the next thing is I'm on the phone. I'm eating, the food is there, I'm on the phone. As a mother, as a father, a child is talking to you, you pretend as if you have listened, and kumbe your mind is elsewhere. So in the morning, this child asks you, Daddy, Mommy, yesterday I told you I need this thing. Oh, I'd even forgotten. So most parents, what we do, we hear but we don't listen.
That's true.
We hear and but we don't listen. We should listen and not just hear. And if we listen to our children, then we are able to pick some very important things that are going in their lives, that we are able to support them, that we are able to mentor and correct before it gets out of hand.
Absolutely.
And that is why a child comes, you hear this child has done A, B, C, D, and you wonder,
where did it come from?
Where did it come from? And I've been in this house, I'm not seeing this thing developing. But you've been there physically and absent emotionally and psychologically.
In fact, even as we were preparing for this discussion, we actually said the saddest thing is that children today have everything but your time.
Yes.
They have everything but your time. That is so sad. I think it's very heartbreaking.
You come with a lot of present. In fact, the modern day parent overcompensates its absence by material things.
Very true.
So you imagine, by me bringing things to my children, then it will act as a compensation to my absence.
And that is not what they want.
That's very wrong.
Did you, were you guilty of that? Did you feel like you were probably overspoiling your daughter, used to buy her this, that, and that, or no?
is spoiling the word.
Yeah.
I was privileged to work for a local airline.
Yeah.
So I had access
Okay.
to everything that she wanted.
Yeah.
Mommy, I want. You bring.
Yeah.
Mommy, I want.
But you
bring.
didn't realize, you know, the gap that you were creating.
I didn't realize it's not, what I was doing was wrong.
Right.
Maybe at that point, probably she was crying for my attention, but my attention with this other thing that she wanted, which I was quickly providing.
Yeah.
So I was not useful anymore. My work was just to provide, which I did, and I provided. And she was like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
I get everything I want, material here, love, companion, I get from the auntie, from the nanny.
Okay. Yeah, sure. All right. We've got Anissa from Malindi. This is the first time I think I've received a call from Malindi. I'm so happy Malindi is watching. Anissa.
Hello.
Anissa. Anissa. Karibu, Anissa.
Yes, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
On our side, we are saying habari zenu.
Wamesalimika.
Okay.
Aya, endelea. Hello, Anissa. Ashapotea. Okay, it looks like we can't hear Anissa. Anissa, if you can, please call us back. The line doesn't seem to be so clear, but of course our lines are still open. Thank you, Anissa, for that. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about one of the challenges that parents have. And Jane, wacha nianze na wewe, the issue of discipline. Sasa, kama mama hayuko, ata discipline mtoto aje. And did you see that as a challenge huko penye huko?
Yeah. Unapata watoto wengine, kwa mfano unapata mtoto ako around 3 to 4 years.
Yeah.
Amenelewa na different nannies.
Yes.
Na kila nani anakuja hapo, ako na tabia tofauti. Na mtoto unajua mtoto ana learn from mtu ako karibu na yeye.
Yeah.
From the surrounding. So unapata mtoto ako na tabia zingine strange na hakuna vile uta-correct. Na ukiambia mzazi anakuambia muache hivyo. So ulimpata hivyo, achana na hivyo. So hiyo ina affect mtoto. Haezi fit outside the society. Na hiyo
so even when the mom comes in, ama the dad comes in and anamwambia acha hii na hii, but it's not working.
Haezi sikia. Junior develop that habit.
Yeah.
Sasa haezi change.
Okay.
Hata ende wapi ni hivyo tu.
Yeah.
Sasa watu wanashinda wamecomplain mtoto ako hivi, but wewe mwenyewe uone ni shida. Wewe unaona mtoto ako sawa. But watu wengine nje wanaona haujaraise mtoto vizuri.
Because Richard, in this particular case, you're actually not available to develop that kind of relationship and boundaries, let me say, with your kids.
True. Disciplining of a child is quite critical.
Yeah.
And of course, if you are an absent parent, then how do you even discipline your child? How do you even sometimes know when this child has done something wrong?
Right.
So whenever you're there and you happen to see this child doing something, it even comes as a surprise, you know? As you try to discipline this child, modern parents, one of the challenges, some, by they fear disciplining their children because they fear losing that friendship, you know? So you're hanging on that, you know, small percentage friendship because most of the time you're not there. So now that you're in and you realize that a child is doing something, it becomes very difficult for you to even punish this child because you're imagining, if I punish this child, I mean, I'll lose,
Yeah.
You know?
So we have the fear.
Yeah, you have the fear. So you just, you know, let the child do
Be.
what. Yeah.
Okay, Carol from Meru is on the line. Hopefully she's still there. Carol, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. Good morning.
Hey, how are you, Hal?
We're fine. Thank you.
Yes, my comment, nilikuwa nauliza. Do mimi ni house girl?
Yeah.
Nilikuwa nauliza hiyo training ya je mtu anaweza pata wapi?
Hiyo nini? Training. Oh, yes. Okay, tutakwambia at the end of the show. But yes, okay. Jane is from Jaza Center. Jaza. Sawa?
Yes.
Okay, fine. We are going to mention it tena hapo mwisho. Sawa? Thank you. Okay, so yes, Richard, as you were saying, so absentee parents will have a challenge with disciplining because you're already scared to lose that kind of friendship. So it's more or less like your children are actually running the show. And I was reading actually one article by another therapist in the UK who said the problem that modern day parents have today, number one, is that you negotiate with your children.
Very true.
Yeah.
Yes.
Number two, you have the fear of them. And then number three, we've lost the village. We'll talk a little bit about the village, Rina, with you in just a second. But I understand Bernard is on the line. Bernard, good morning.
Morning.
Yes, karibu sana.
Niko nataka kuchangia.
Yes.
So, ama online ama?
Aha, endelea.
Unauliza niko kwa hewa?
Yes. Okay, yes, you're on air. Go ahead, Bernard.
Niko nachangia mjadala ya leo.
Okay.
Sasa kuhusu za mami. Unajua, okay, sometimes unajua, sometimes inafaa tu kuwa responsible alafu hello?
Yes, okay. Bernard, go ahead. You're on air. Okay. Seems like we've lost Bernard there, but please call back. So one of the other things that the writer actually mentions is how we have lost the village, in the sense that modern day parenting or parents refuse other people to get involved in the child's life and disciplining them. So the same way your auntie or your neighbor would smack you when you were a child, Rina, siku hizi, what do parents say? Ukishika mtoto wangu, that's it. It's a police case. Yeah, your thoughts?
I think that's where we have all lost it as modern day parents.
Yeah.
Because I'm a parent.
Yeah.
I'm walking in the streets or in the estate. I see a child doing something wrong. I won't stop them. Why? It's not my child.
It's not my business.
It's not my business. I won't do anything. But back in the days, us people, you used to be beaten by the neighbor.
Yeah.
Your auntie,
Yes.
and when your mother comes home in the evening, they'll still beat you again.
Yes.
That is why we are where we are right now,
Yeah.
because discipline and respect was thoroughly beaten into us.
It's true.
And we knew what was wrong and what was right.
Right.
Unfortunately, right now, we are really protecting the child, such that, like you have said, we have to negotiate with the little love that the little connection that you have with your child. You have to negotiate.
Yeah.
And please don't do that. If you don't do that, I will give you this.
Right.
I don't have such room in my house. It is either you do something right, and if you do something wrong, you get punished for it.
Yes, okay. Back in the day, even your parents didn't have to come where you are. It was just a phone call. Ati, amefanya? Okay, you sort it out. Don't worry about it. When they come home, tutaendelea na hiyo maneno. Because they trust the neighbor to put you in your place. You are chastised right there, even before you... Nowadays, you have to be running all over the place. You go to school, you go to church, because no one else will touch your child.
No one else will touch your child.
Right. Jane, in this area, sasa tukiongea maneno ya kudiscipline mtoto, you're saying that it becomes hard for you. Mzazi akikosa kuweka hizo guidelines ama tuseme, sheria kwa nyumba, so to speak. Because wana expect ni wewe utaianza.
Wana expect wewe uanze, na ukianza ndio ni makosa. Ufai correct mtoto aishi vile yako. Na ibaki hivyo. Ulimpata hivyo na utamwacha hivyo, unaambiwa hivyo. So otherwise unafuata rules. Juu hakuna vile utaenda kwa wenyewe upeane rules zako. Kila nyumba iko na rules zake.
And the funniest thing is because when ndo unakaa na yeye the whole day unamjua. You know when they are naughty, you know when they are being nice.
Na sometimes mtoto akifanya vitu zingine unamwambia, mtoto wangu hakuwa na hizi tabia, ni wewe umemfunza. Mimi sijai raise mtoto hivyo, ni wewe. Sasa wewe unajua una deal na yeye. So unashindwa utadeal na mtoto aje, na mtoto kama asikii mama yake, wewe unajua pia ni hard yeye kukusikia.
Right. I think we all remember the Consolata kid situation. You remember that the likes of Kilimani moms and different groups were actually saying, we know this boy, he's part of our neighborhood. And they were actually saying it's because he's been left to the world. Like he has no guidance, no nothing. And so, this is a result of it. And so, Richard, let's talk a little bit about those long-term effects of what could actually be happening to children who are neglected, in quotes.
Some of them turn out to be very arrogant, aggressive people.
Yeah.
Some of them turn out to be, you know, rather uncaring people. You know, they develop mistrust because then there was no one actually to nurture that trust, and so they develop having, you know, mistrust to themselves and to the world, which is not very, very good.
Yeah.
Some of them, of course, some of these, you know, bad habits that we observe, you know, in our society is as a result of neglecting a child when they were very young.
Right.
And so they grow up just knowing their way,
Yeah.
you know, which may not necessarily be the correct way. We have always said that a family setup is a primary source or place to nurture a good behavior of a child.
Right.
And so if it does not happen in the family setup, then this child is likely to develop some behaviors that in future we are likely to regret. And of course, they waste themselves away. They get into drugs, they get into peer pressure. I mean, so many things that they cannot be able to, you know, manage when they grow up. So it's very critical, it's very important to actually nurture a child in a way that in future, this child will grow to know, you know, good habits.
Yeah.
As opposed to just leaving a child and, you know, let this child do whatever they want to do. So
Okay.
the presence of a parent,
Yeah.
very critical in the child's life.
Okay. Rina, as we wind up, your thoughts and even some guidance to the mummies and the daddies who are watching on how you managed to do it and build that relationship with your baby. You made, of course, number one, it starts with a commitment. But what are the little things that you started doing that, you know, warmed up your baby towards you?
The most important thing I think I did was being intentional.
Yeah.
Being an intentional parent. You know, you can actually be a biological parent.
Right.
But you cannot, sometimes you cannot be there, but being intentional, having that time to spend with your child. You have to, actually I ended up sacrificing a lot to make time to be with my children. Sacrifice, be intentional as much as you can. Want to be there with your child.
Okay.
Weigh in the situation, which is more important.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever
Okay.
you're chasing
Yeah.
or your child.
Okay, I like that. Jane, utambia wazazi nini, because you people are the ones who are on the ground as domestic managers. Yeah. You see everything that happens. In fact, we should be even more afraid of our DMs because they know a lot that happens behind closed doors. Utambia wazazi nini?
Wazazi waache petty excuses. Kama niko
I like that.
Kama ati niko na travel, kazi nini, you have to create time for your kids. Hakunanga excuse when it comes to babies. Hakuna excuse. Hakuna vile utasema tunachia domestic worker. Kila kitu. Kuanzia mtoto from Monday to Sunday ni yeye na watoto. Hakuna time lazima ucreate ya watoto. Because wanataka attention yako. They want motherly love. Hata pia fatherly love pia they want.
Yeah.
They deserve. Na hakuna vile utapeana excuse ati kazi na uko na mtoto.
Yeah.
Mtoto lazima ucreate time, umpatie time. Na pia wakati unaenda kutafuta nannies, unaenda at least mtu ametrain. Juu unapata mtoto ako na homework. Unapatiana mtu yani ndio domestic workers anaweza fanya kitu ni domestic worker anaweza fanya some hawako qualified. Hasa unapata mtoto ako class 8, unampatia msaidie homework. Unexpect nini? Si quest mtoto kiakili. Mtoto ataenda anapata 0. Unaanza kutusi mtoto, wewe ni mjinga kama babako. Wewe ni baba naye anamwambia wewe ni mjinga kama mamako. Na ni fault ya hiyo ni makosa ya mzazi. Hakuna vile utaambia nani amefika class 1. Class 1 dropout. Asaidie mtoto wa class 8 homework.
Surely.
Hai make sense.
Hai make sense.
Hey.
I love that.
Alafu tena kwa watoto wadogo kuanzia around 0. To 1 year. Haina haja uchange nannies. Settle na mtu mmoja. Kuna some issues unapata nani ametolewa kwa nyumba. Na ni issue nyingine petty kabisa. Yenye unaweza solve hapo. Kaa kwa mfano kuwipe nini? Let's say kuwipe TV. Nani ametoka ushago ajui TV unafaa uwipe your dust off. Na hajenda training. Ni wa makosa yako haukumchoose au kwenda kuchukua nani kwa biro iko kwa standard ya juu. Yenye inapatiana training. At least enda uchukue nani mali unapata uko sure hapa anaweza clean ame go through training. Unaletea nani pizza apike. Hajaipika kitu kama hata ajui pizza ni nini. Unamwambia apike. Ikimshinda hiyo ni makosa. Hiyo si makosa ya mzazi.
You made my morning. Asante sana for that. Jane is actually from the Jazza Center. For those of you who are actually inquiring about where to get trained domestic managers, as you can see, she's actually wearing a Jazza Center outfit. And so for that, Jane Cargo, Asante sana for that. Richard, let me give you the opportunity to tell people where they can actually come for family therapy in the event they actually need it, and where Amani is.
Thank you. Amani, we are all over the country, but Amani Nairobi, our head office is in Bagathi Road, but we also have a Amani office here in town, Mwalimu Sacco, 8th floor.
Okay, thank you so much. So that being said, as you know, tomorrow is actually our holiday. We actually do want to welcome our guests to this set, and we said we've got a surprise for you because Moi Day is actually tomorrow.
All right. So we do have a cake.
Like this, I think we need to probably just turn it
Turn
around
it
so that they can
around.
We
see.
show everyone.
All right, so as you can see, Rina is branded in her Rina's house jersey, or what do I call this? Is that a jacket, a coat? I don't know. Chef's jacket. And the lovely cake is actually from Rina's house. So thank you so much for that. We said we're going to do something special for the team today as we get into our holiday tomorrow. So it's Moi Day, Jeff.
Yes, of course. Court decision giving us a holiday tomorrow. The CS Interior said he will not pronounce how we celebrate this day.
Yes.
Just make sure you espouse national values.
Yes.
Make sure you do that wherever you will be as far as the public holiday is concerned tomorrow. But as far as the cake is concerned, like I said when I saw the cake, every day is a good day for cake.
Right.
We celebrate cake. It's a celebration in itself. I'm all about that.
Okay, fantastic. So guys, come through. Rina, you're going to do the honors.
Cut the cake for us.
Yes, please. Yes,
Okay,
do the
here we
honors.
go.
Okay.
Are we supposed to be singing happy birthday to Moi?
No,
No, I'm not really sure what should be going on right now.
Anyone knows anything?
There you go.
Oh my God. Nice.
Here we go.
Kenya, Kenya,
Kenya nchi yetu.
Kenya,
Kenya, Kenya nchi yetu. Nice.
Okay, as you can see, we have got to go. The cake won't eat itself. So bye-bye. Enjoy your public holiday tomorrow. We'll be back on Friday. It's a hangout Friday.
It is.
Right, it is. Tomorrow is not tomorrow rather, but Friday.
Yes, you can see the weekend has begun.
Nishaanza. But yo, Friday itakuwa noma tena sana. Naangalia kamera gani? Okay, pa. Friday, of course, we're going to be hanging out in a big way. We do it with DJs and chefs, so you better tune in because it's going to be more too.
Yes, so remember, today is Friday, Thursday is Friday, now Friday is Friday. See you on Friday. Bye. Have a good one.
All right, bye-bye. Say bye, guys.
Akili zangu nguvu zangu nimeziweka mbele yako, bibi yangu na watoto nimewaweka mbele yako, tabu zangu shida zangu ziangalie Kenya yangu, tabu zangu shida zangu ziangalie Kenya yangu. Ewe Kenya inji yangu, ewe Kenya baba yangu, ewe Kenya mama yangu, sitakuacha milele.